would like to ask some questions about pubs in England, because back in Hungary we don't have like pubs. Okay, we have, but it's not a kind of tradition like here to go in the pub.
No.
So my first question is, when was the last time that you go to a pub? How old was you?
Well, when I was younger, we used to go to the pub as a family thing. We used to meet other families there, and the children used to play, and the parents used to like get together and socialise and things like that. So I think it started from the age of 5 as a family quite thing. But when I grew older, I started going myself. So I was about 16 when I started going.
Yeah, like drinking or doing things.
Yeah.
It's cool. And since then, how often do you go?
I don't go to pubs as much as what I used to. When I turned 18, you know, going to a pub, getting used to the drinking scene and everything like that. I used to go quite a bit when I was 18, but now I'm a little bit older, it's not.
So do you prefer the clubs?
Yeah, I prefer clubs to pubs now.
Yeah. And when you go there, I mean pubs, what do you do? I mean drinking or just eating?
Mainly now it's to go for food, and then afterwards we'll have a drink or something like that, because pubs are normally like food orientated. This weekend actually I went to a pub for the first time in a long time, and we just played pool all night, and a couple of people were playing darts.
Yeah, football?
We didn't have a football table.
No.
I was surprised.
We were in the pub in Selyoke, there was.
Yeah,
it was so awesome.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so yes, that's what we like the most. And have you ever seen a fight?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I used to work in a pub, so
work in a pub.
Yeah, there was a fight most weekends. It's not very nice.
Yeah, back in Hungary it's really usual.
Yeah.
It's really usual. When I go to a pub, it's always a fighting.
Yeah.
Drunk people. So how was when you worked there?
It didn't happen all the time, but when I worked there, it was a nice environment. But you get the one odd or two that'd have too much to drink, and then they'd say something and upset each other, and then they'd start fighting. So, but we tried to like calm it down and say, if you're going to fight, please leave, or we'll call the police. So, but when I worked there, it wasn't too bad, and it wasn't all the time. I suppose most pubs have that family relationship within the team, so they try to minimise fighting as best as possible, because families go into pubs as well, and it's not very nice to have people fighting. Yeah.
And did you like to work there?
Yeah, I loved it. It was very nice.
Cool. And do you consider to going to pubs as a tradition in England?
Yeah, it was. For some families it's a tradition. Most families go to pubs on Christmas or New Year. Most people go to the pubs on weekends to watch the football or any kind of sport. So that's sort of their family tradition. For me, it's not a tradition. I go to the pub for food or to get drunk. I don't go as often as many families do, or many people who meet up with friends there just to watch sport or whatever. So, but for many people, tradition is they come home from work, they go to the pub, they have a couple of pints, they go home, they have their dinner, and on a weekend they'll come back into the pub once they've gone home and had their dinner. So for some families I'd say it's a tradition, but for me it's not.
And do you think it's a good thing that it is a tradition?
Yeah, I'd say it is, because it gives chance for people to meet other families, meet other people, and socialise as well. So rather than, you know, sitting at home on the computer, you can't really socialise that way. So going out and meeting new people, I've met lots of people in pubs, so it's a good environment for families, and especially for children, because they get to meet loads of other children who might not be at the same school as them, or in the same age group, and they get to learn from each other. So I think
for me it was weird for the first time, you know, child in a pub.
Yeah.
But it's cool that you think that.
Yeah. By 9 o'clock the children can go home. So it's okay.
After 9 you better be at home.
Yeah. So.
Thank you, Nina. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Hello, Leah. I would like to ask you some questions about pubs in England because I think they are very popular here and in Spain they are not, so I think it's very interesting. So, do you like to go out?
Yeah.
And did you prefer pubs or clubs?
Probably like pubs or bars, yeah.
Why?
I think it's more relaxed and more. You can socialise more,
Yeah.
whereas in a club I think it tends to be a bit loud, a bit crowded. You can't really socialise.
Yes.
So I think if you're going to go out with someone, you're going to socialise. What's the point in being somewhere where you can't do that? Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I know. When was the first time you went to a pub? I mean the age.
Well, it doesn't sound bad, but I've been going since I was little, sort of with family. But drinking wise, it would be 18.
18. And with family?
That was with friends.
Okay, and it's usual to go families to a pub?
Sorry?
It's usual family go to pubs?
Sometimes, yeah. It just depends.
Okay, and how often do you go to pubs?
Not that often now, since I'm in my third year. Really, really busy at uni. But sort of on the weekends, every weekend.
And did you usually go to the same places or do you like to change?
Normally the same places, yeah. My friends, when they get back from uni, we go to one that's just up the road. So.
Okay. And what do you like to do there? Just talk, eat, drink?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, catch up really. As I said, like if friends have moved away to uni, when they come back, it's nice just to catch up.
And do you like to play pool or football or something?
I'm not very good, so I don't either. But I watch. I'm fine with watching.
Yeah. And have you ever seen a fight in a pub?
Not that I can remember.
Did you hear about?
Yeah, it's common. Yeah.
Yeah. And what do you think it's so common?
I don't know. Alcohol would
Yeah.
probably play a big part in it. I don't know. It just tends to be people get worked up and rowdy and.
And do you spend all the evening there?
Spend most of the evening there. Yeah.
Okay. It's so different in Spain because we go out just at 10 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So it's so different. Yeah. I find it so wow because at 6 I'm sleeping. So
yeah.
I think it's cool to be there. Maybe because of the weather. It's cold.
Possibly. Yeah, that's probably good thing.
And do you consider going to a pub as a tradition?
Yeah, I'd say it's part of being British. I think everybody sort of goes, even if you don't do it regularly. It is a sort of cultural tradition, which is what you were saying. Like, there's so much difference in Spain because you haven't got that cultural tradition.
Yes. And what do you think that is a tradition?
I don't know. I think it's just part of the culture. It's part of how you're brought up. Obviously, you see things on telly, and although that's negative, it sort of reinforces this is British culture, even if that may be negative. So you're always constantly brought up with it, even if it's in the media, from parents, from family, friends.
Yes. Okay, thank you very much for your time.
It's okay.
Thank you.
This is Chris.
Hi. Hi, Chris.
We are going to talk about pubs are going out and what he thinks about that. First question.
Right.
Do you like to go out at night, or do you usually do that?
I enjoy going out
Mhm.
with friends, but not necessarily at night.
Mhm.
It can be toward like during the day, but nighttime I'm usually home with my family.
Mhm. What kind of activities do you like to do with your friends or your family?
Okay, with the friends when I go out, it's usually go to the cinema, or go to the bowling,
Hmm.
and or playing football
Yeah.
or volleyball.
Sports.
Sports, yeah,
Uh-huh.
yes.
So good. And have you been in a pub or club? Uh,
Ye- Go on.
yes, at least once, or do you know?
Yes, pubs. Yes, maybe 2 or 3 times
Mm-hmm.
in 1 month. On Sundays, it's a most calm day.
Mm-hmm.
Evenings, with the church,
Yeah.
we we socialize. We have a little drink,
Mm-hmm.
um, and it's.
So it's good. Is I think it's more. Maybe you prefer pubs because it's more calm and you can talk and socialize, as you
Yes,
said.
yes.
Hmm. And well, in the pubs that you have been, or with your friends, you usually go to the same places, or you like to change
Mm. Usually same places.
same places?
Yes,
Just because if you like one place, why change?
yes, that's one. And secondly, it's convenient, more convenient, meaning it's not far, it's close
Mm-hmm.
from where I come from. So with my friends, and it's easier for everyone. And as usually, it's just follow the group really,
Uh-huh.
and that's it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Thank you. And well, in a pubs, what do you like most? For example, I stay with the friends, with your friends, talking, or maybe playing. Have you played pool or darts?
Hmm. Yes,
Have you played?
pool. I play pool,
Hmm.
um, especially here in the university, in the bar.
Are you good playing pool?
I'm all right.
Yeah.
I'm better than I thought. So
So let's continue with the interview. So what you like most is talking with your friends, right?
yes,
Yes, is the best thing in pubs. And playing pool with them or that?
yes as well.
Yes.
Yes,
Hmm.
I do.
And have you ever seen a fight there in a pub or not?
No, not
No.
at all.
Do you think are they are dangerous places, or you can find problems?
You can find problems anywhere.
Hmm.
Because yeah, uh, but obviously in pubs where you have, or anywhere where you have alcohol,
Yeah, it
um,
could be
can
problems.
can be a danger.
Hmm.
I don't know if the bartenders can say stop when you know
Yeah, yeah.
asking too much alcohol. I don't
Uh-huh.
know.
And what do you think about the relation between pubs and UK? Maybe there is a lot of